This is something we're going to be doing this year, and I'm going to walk through the slideshow and tell you how they work. Okay, as you go through this for the first time, not a refresher course, I suggest you make notes on the example sheet I gave you so you'll know how to have an example to use in the future. Okay, so what is a one-pager? It's a graphical way to show how much you understand about an article section you read. It's simply another way of showing that you understand what you read. We can all read, but it doesn't do us any good unless we understand it. Okay, so this is what the template is going to look like, right? And you have one in front of you if you're in my class doing this. And so we're going to go through what goes in each of the sections, around the outside, here, there, etc. Okay, so what goes in the border? In the border of here, you're going to write the title of the current action or the section you're reading, key terms from the section along with a short definition, any of the basic words and definitions that are important for the section. Okay, so at this point, if you're doing this for the first time, once you hit pause, write this in the border of your one-pager. Okay, all right. So what goes in the boxes? What you fill in with the boxes are other basic information that explains what the passage is about. Now, these are suggestions. You won't always necessarily use all of them, but these are the kind of things you're going to put in those boxes. The main people or concepts that are covered in the article or section. If it's talking about George Washington and the Whiskey Rebellion, well, then you're going to talk about George Washington's name in there. You'll have the Whiskey Rebellion in there. A quote from that you found interesting or important. By interesting, I know social studies is boring, so none of it's interesting, but what you're going to do is in there, you're going to put something that you found was important to understand the story, okay? And then you're going to put in a couple of questions you make up. Just like with Cornell Notes you've done, you make up your own questions because that helps you understand the stuff you read. Now, make the questions important. Make it have to do with the important parts of the article, right? Don't say, how tall was George Washington? It doesn't matter, right? Make an important comprehension question, all right? And then you're going to have a drawing because this is a visual representation. Okay, so something that you quoted about, you talked about, then put a drawing in there, a map, a symbol, a cartoon, Venn diagram, anything visual, because that's going to help you understand it. All right, and then you're going to make a personal response, an opinion, a comment, a connection, or an interpretation. Okay, this reminds me of, I feel that, this makes me think, not, this is boring, or I didn't understand it. Find a way to connect it to yourself, and then you'll be more successful in understanding. This is an example of somebody doing it on a white paper. Now, we don't need to be this detailed with this artwork and everything, but it's a sample, right? They've got important things about the trails west, the Oregon Trail, and this helps that person study, right? Here's another example of a biography, their accomplishments. Obviously, it's about Abraham Lincoln. Again, this helps you understand what you read. That's the whole point to it. All right? So if you have any questions, ask me, unless you're watching this on YouTube. And if you are, I'm surprised, then you can ask me. All right? Thank you very much. Bye.